So another really handy feature of Teams is that you can practically duplicate any team that you already have, and it's definitely something useful when setting things up for new classes at the start of session, or for example just now during the closure where we might need to set up teams for classes which didn't have any before. Basically what this does is copy everything that you've created in one team over into a brand new one, meaning that you don't need to reinvent things year after year. So to do this, you're going to click Join or Create Team. You're going to create a team, and it's going to be a class. And then we will click this Create a Team using existing team as template this time. You get a list of teams to choose from. So these are all my existing teams, and I am going to copy everything from my 1.2 French team across to a new team. So I'm going to highlight that one. Then I'm going to click Choose Team. I'm now going to give my new team a name. So for the purpose of this, I'm just going to call it Test, but you would call it your class's name and your subject. Now, you can then choose what you would like to include from the original team. It gives you the options from channels, tabs, the settings for the teams, the apps that you've included, and the members. Now, it's unlikely that you will copy across any members from teams because you're not likely to set up a new team for a class that you've already got a team for. But you can copy across the channels. This won't copy across the content from the channels, but the channels that you've created will be set up in your new team, just like they were before. It will copy across any tabs that you've added, the settings for the team, and any apps that you've added as well. Unfortunately, it won't copy across the files content, and you will need to do that yourself. So if we go ahead and create this team, I'm now prompted to add my students and any other teachers to this team. So you would do that just in the same way that we did in the previous video, using the management console to search for pupils. So if we go skip just now for the purposes of this video, that's the team ready to go. So as you can see, all of the tabs that I had in my old team have been carried across. Normally we would just get posts, files, class notebook and assignments. But in this one, I've got all of the different tabs that I have added previously to 1.2 French. The other thing that's carried across are the channels. Now, I only had a general channel in the old one, but if you have multiple channels, you would see them appear here. So now we're ready to go, and we can start our new class with this brand new team that's already set up for us. If you had a class notebook, however, in your original team that you want to copy across, there's another step to follow. So you're going to need to click Class Notebook. And you're going to need to click Set up a OneNote class notebook. This time we will go from existing notebook content. This screen just tells us about notebook itself. And then we get the option to add content to our new notebook. Now, when we add content, this will give us the option to add it from a previous class. So I'm just going to pick this class. It will then show me the different sections that this class had and the different pages that this class had. And it will give me the option to choose what I want to copy. So let's say I want to copy all of the vocabulary across. All I need to do is tick them and then click Done. Once I've chosen the content for both the content library and the teacher only section, I click Next, and it brings me on to the student sections. Now this is where I can edit the different sections that students can work on themselves and where I'm going to be putting their work if I use the class notebook as part of assignments. You can remove them by clicking the X. You can add a new one and call it what you want by just retyping a name in the box. So I'm going to click Create, and it takes a little while to set everything up. Once you've added your content and once you've clicked Create, your class notebook should be ready to go in a few minutes.